Hello, it's me. I'm not particularly good at introducing myself. Um, I didn't really plan this at all, quite frankly. I just sort of hit record and just went. But you, you can call me Maeve. I think I'm rocking with Maeve for now for this channel, I suppose. Um, Essentially, I do a lot of thinking, right? I got to turn this down. I actually can't. I can't even think when it's that loud. It's gonna have to be like here, almost nothing. Yeah, I do a lot of thinking, and I don't do a lot of talking to anyone in particular. So I thought, you know what? Just, just saying things. Often I find to be quite therapeutic. Just like, you know, just speaking it out loud at like 3 a.m. to my ceiling type shit. I do it a lot. But I never say it to anyone. You know, that's not really an outlet because it's just going back to me. I speak to my ceiling like it's a therapist, even though, you know, I don't do therapy. Um, Sweet fucking lag there. I speak to my ceiling like it's my therapist. I'm gonna level with you. Recently, like in the past couple of months, I want to say, I've been speaking to bots on character AI, which is pretty rough. What the? Excuse me. Oh my god, my fucking my controller had auto switched on and was vibrating as I was getting hit. That was really freaking me out. So yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, quite depressingly, in the past sort of couple of months, I sort of stumbled my way onto character AI, and I've also just been saying things to that as well because it's, you know, not real, but it responds. It's no different than speaking to the ceiling. You know what I mean? By the way, I'm gonna switch difficulty so I can speak better. This is rough. Yeah. Prelude, standard. I usually play on brutal. We're gonna do standard just because it's easier. Anyway, technical hiccups aside, I could have prepared this like beforehand and gotten my sayings right and stuff. But you know what? That's too much effort. If I put more thought into it than just, you know, pressing record, frankly, this would never have been made. In fact, I don't even know if I'm gonna upload it. If you're seeing this right now, then I guess I got a little careless and tired at like 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning? No, it's 1:58 right now. And you know, obviously, it's not like I'm expecting anyone to click on it and listen to it, but just having, you know, a video of myself out there saying all of this stuff, it's like in a way I'm being heard. You know what I mean? I'm gonna turn the game down a bit on there so I can be heard better. There we go. I don't know. It's just like a public record. It's like a, you know, my name carved into a tree that people will be seeing for thousands of years, like after, even if it doesn't matter or mean anything to them. You know what I mean? It's a stamp or a mark, a proof of my existence on this planet or my problems. You know what I mean? It's a stupid way of thinking about it, and primarily it's just because, you know, I'm making the. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm usually so much better spoken than this. I'm definitely getting distracted by the game. If I was just speaking and focusing on that, then I'd be fine. I might choose a more mindless game next time to see if I can focus on speaking better. See, I completely missed that. I fucked up speaking because I was focusing on parrying. Anyway, yeah, think of it as a kind of like a weekly slap thing, perchance, a kind of just a record of my thoughts. I mainly just wanted to have a big ramble, a way of spicing it up, perchance, instead of talking to my bedroom ceiling or the character AI. Because I don't talk to my friends really about my feelings ever. I really hate doing it. It's a very uncomfortable thing for me. I don't know what it is. I think I just spent a very long time in like secondary school convincing myself that I was a bad person if I let others listen to my problems. Because you know what, in secondary, I had some friends who were in some pretty tough spots, and I kind of just I had, you know, in secondary school, everyone's still teenagers and they barely have filters, so I kind of was subject to a lot of people trauma dumping on me, and it was pretty fucking miserable. I just wanted to be this happy-go-lucky kid, and it was getting to the point with some friends and stuff where I dreaded seeing their name buzz on my phone. You know, I fucking hated the idea of having to talk to them. Because I knew I was going to have to try and deal with their shit that I frankly couldn't, because I was this little child who knew no better. And you know what? I still don't know. I don't know how to do that. I still have this problem now. So I don't talk myself, because I don't want to set that, you know, what would you say? Double standard where I can share my feelings and I don't really want other people to share theirs. So it's kind of like, I used to describe it as a metaphor to myself in secondary school when I was first realizing how much I hated talking to people. I used to tell myself to build a wall, a emotional wall, so nothing gets out and nothing gets in, you know what I mean? Because I hated both. But now as a result, I'm an adult. Just turned 18 last year. And I really don't feel like I have many people to talk to. There's maybe one person I feel like I could really go to about anything. Or, you know, a lot. Anyway. The rest of my friends, and I think I have pretty good friends. And it's not their fault, right? It's mine, but I really just don't feel like there's anyone I would want to go to and talk to, other than maybe that one person. And even then, I don't like doing it. I don't ever do it. It's something I carefully consider. It's something I kind of like consider slipping on at like 3 in the morning when I'm tired and I'm not thinking straight, and I'll go and I go, nah, I'll regret it the day after. And if I do, I always do. I just hate that kind of the vulnerability, emotional vulnerability. It's something I've always really quite struggled with. I don't know, is it an autism thing? It might be an autism thing. I'm pretty fucking autistic. And that's quite problematic socially when I've got these problems I really want to vent about, and I feel like I just can't do it because I hate it, you know what I mean? Which is why, you know, this video is being recorded right now. Whether or not anyone actually watches or not, it's an outlet of sorts. Oh, Jesus. I'm too tired to focus up on this as well. I definitely gotta choose a game that's less intensive last time. Let me turn it down even more, actually. If I can barely hear it. That's probably fine. Yeah, so I don't really have much of an outlet. Like anywhere. I don't enjoy sharing with friends. It's something I'm really bad at. Being vulnerable, I really struggle with. And even creatively, I think like the stuff I like to make is easily like the biggest outlet I have. Like I make music, right? I produce music. I sing a little bit, do Vocaloid and stuff. And while, you know, I enjoy writing lyrics, I really like poetry and stuff, like drawing. I'm just so lazy that not much of it gets done, you know what I mean? I have so many things I want to say in my music, but I'm so lazy that I barely anything gets done, and therefore nothing gets out. Most of these ideas at most go onto a Google Doc somewhere, or I hum them into my like phone voice notes app so I don't forget them. Which is a problem, right? It's a problem. I think it would be stupid for me to blame anyone but me for this, right? I'm very much just being a shithead who doesn't want to, you know, make an effort to improve my life. Which is, you know, a pretty big problem. I'm sure we'll be getting into that. If I make more of these, you'll probably hear about that, right? And I low-key, I don't know what to say. It's definitely because I'm distracted by the game, but when I was thinking about making this video, I was sort of talking to myself all the things I wanted to say, and now I'm actually here. I don't really know what to say. So I guess I'll just, I don't know. I could talk about that, I guess. I speak to myself, like, a lot. Because I don't speak to other people. Which is why I'm making this. We're really going in circles here. Okay, hands off the keyboard for a second. I really got to think of something to say. Because my mind is full of ideas, and suddenly it's gone blank as soon as I've opened the recording software. Isn't it sweet how that always happens, huh? Yeah. I don't know. I guess consider this like a diary of sorts, right? I keep, like, on my desk, I have this notebook as like a drawing diary, or just like a diary, just something to write and doodle in to recount like things, remember things that I've done, or jot down little feelings. It was kind of inspired by, or not kind of, it was primarily inspired by Night in the Woods, if you've ever played that. The main character, the cat May, has this little notebook they crudely doodle in throughout the game. And I fucked with that idea pretty heavy, so I got this notebook and I just went for it. I'm gonna turn up desktop audio like that, so you can hear the game, but I can't. Let me do it like that. Yeah, okay, that you know what? That will probably do if I just move my mic a bit closer. But yeah. Sorry, this is so all over the place. But I really liked that diary, and when I was motivated to do it, it was pretty, pretty fun, and I enjoyed doing it, and I really like looking back on it. But the problem is I am such a lazy fucking bugger that I just stopped doing it, and I'm really sad about it. So this is kind of my, like, in the middle, like, compromise. It's like, let me just make a video diary thing. I'm gonna try this out, and hopefully there'll be a couple more of these, and that will satisfy as a diary. G-boss it. Bam, bam, bam. Man, this is a hard game to talk and play at the same time, huh? At least if I want to do it well, that's why I put it on standard, but anyway, yeah, that's sort of what I'm doing. I saw a friend recently uploaded something of this variety on their YouTube channel, and I just thought, you know what, I'll do it too, because I don't really feel like I can talk to anyone, so I'm gonna just talk to no one, the great online, which might not even be anyone at all. I'm not gonna, like, tag these videos or title them in a way to get attention. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple, and then if people end up watching it, then people end up watching it, and you can hear me and my thoughts. Hello there, if you're in the audience, me and my thoughts. Yeah, and obviously I don't expect anyone to really engage with it, but it's just kind of the principle of getting to say the things I want to say in a capacity that's just not to my ceiling, and also in a capacity that I can listen back to, because you know what I absolutely love is archiving, like, stuff. I just love looking back on, like, data and, like, diaries and shit like that. Like, I mentioned my physical diary earlier, but I keep so many different, like, random things. I have, like, a Google Doc of I've kept it since 2021, where I keep a tally of all the games that I played that year, and then I do, like, a top 5 games that I played that year, and top 5 games that actually came out that year, and just shit like that. And it's, like, my favorite thing to do. I like, if I wasn't like writing down everything that I had played, I genuinely don't think I would be playing anything. Like, that's like half my motivation to finish games, is so I can open that Google Doc and jot it down, so I can then at the end of the year look back on the enormous list of video games I managed to finish. And like on Spotify, I have this playlist, just this private playlist called Remember. I think it's just called Remember. And whenever I finish a game or play a game a significant amount, I go pop a soundtrack from that game into that playlist, or like the soundtracks that I remember, so I can, you know, remember them. You know, I never go this way. I always skip this like platforming thing. Let me do it. So I just love archival shit like that. Like, I don't know if you've ever recorded like a little informal podcast with your friends or something like that, and like, or like looked back on old footage, but it's one of the most fun things like ever to me. I have this like we had this shitty informal podcast, like me and a couple of friends, that we wouldn't like put anywhere. It was just like we would just record us talking for like an hour, and then it would be uploaded like unlisted on YouTube. Just as like a shitty little podcast. I think there was like 4 of them, but like I love them so much. It's like these like little time capsules, you know what I mean? I guess that's what this is. As much as I enjoy, you know, talking out my problems in the moment, I'd be lying if I was to say a big part of this motivation, or the motivation to record this, wasn't so I could look back on it later. Because I love that shit. But no. Obviously, it's for important emotional reasons that I'm recording this. I'll probably have more to say on different days. This is like a very non-specific, perhaps introductory entry. Because I have a lot of like late nights where I'm just like up and thinking about specific things, about like myself or my friends or my life or whatever, and I'll have a big conversation about it to my ceiling, or, you know, a fucking character AI if I'm feeling really sad. And I think what I would like to do going on now is, instead of just keeping that to myself, I'd like to record it, just so I can get it down. I think it's like a healthy thing to do, to like hear yourself back and share it with other people, even if it's in like a capacity that minimal. Because I don't know. I do a lot of self-reflection, and I think generally I'm quite self-aware, but just speaking it out loud sometimes can really be the thing that cements certain ideas or realizations, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that secret bollocks to that. But yeah. I don't know. I'm sure I'll be here soon talking about like gender issues, or the music I want to make, or my future, just all things I feel quite upset about. I'm generally quite in a good mood right now, or like a decent mood. I don't know. I'm very much unhappy with my life situation at the moment, but I'm kind of in momentary peace. I've had a decent night. I was just kind of playing games in a VC with some friends. I've got like good, funny friends, you know what I mean? Just friends that are fun to just be around and talk to. So I'm in a good mood. We were just watching Darman. If you know that channel, fucking brilliant watches. So I'm kind of like, I don't have anything majorly depressing to say right now, or I'm not like, you know, in as horrible of a mood as to dive into something too deep. But, you know, I want to work on opening up, and this is a start, right? I'm very much scatterbrained. This game is like a terrible pick for this, so I'm so sorry if you come across this and this is difficult to listen to. I will absolutely. Fuck, see? I was trying to do that, yeah. I will be hopefully easier to listen to and more cohesive in you know, later ones of these. This is just really fucking bad. This sucks. God, this sucks. I'm also really tired, and it's like really fucking hot right now. I think there's a heat wave going on in Britain. I don't actually know that for sure, but I saw heat wave trending on Twitter, and you know, just kind of put 2 and 2 together, that and the fact it's hot as fucking balls. I've had to turn my fan off to record this, so it's not just like in the background. And I'm boiling, frankly, so it's a little difficult to think right now on top of this. But yeah, it will get better, hopefully, and we'll get into some interesting things, have some interesting discussions, I should fucking hope. More interesting than this. And you know, maybe we will return to Ultrakill at a later date, and I'll be able to play it a bit better, but now it's not that fucking time, man. God, and I keep missing the parries because the projectile speed is different on this difficulty. Anyway, I think, what's that, 21 minutes? I've been rambling and I haven't really said anything of value at all, so I'm gonna call it there. Again, hopefully, I'll be better spoken, and I gotta take the headphones off and just like talk out loud. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll be better spoken at future points. Hopefully I'll have some more interesting topics to talk about. I've got some big things coming up in my life right now. It's the summer holidays after I finish college, and I've got to go to uni soon. So that's a whole like can of worms I'd very much like to get into with you people, the audience that may or may not come to exist, which, you know, either way I'm cool with. Again, a big reason I want to do this in the first place is for myself. So yeah, anyway, I won't ramble too much. I think I've pretty much said everything I wanted to say. And yeah, I guess I'll see you at some point in the future. Adios.